Hey everyone, my name is Grace Wells and welcome to my new series, Making Random Household Objects Look Epic, in which we, you guessed it, make random household objects look epic. It's a working title, it's kind of a mouthful. Basically, I've been making a lot of brand videos recently, and I found myself wondering how much of a really cool brand video can we attribute to the fact that the product itself is really cool and awesome and worth buying? In other words, can I still make a great product video with a completely random item? So that's what I'm gonna challenge myself to do today. I'm going to create a product video for an item that I literally just pulled out of my kitchen drawer. Dun 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 dun. I'm going to be making a product video for this fork. I mean, as forks go, it's a pretty cool one. It's gold, so that's kind of neat. But in all other respects, it's just a pretty normal fork, and we're gonna try to make it look epic today. We're gonna try to make a cool brand advertisement for gold fork. So first things first, I'll just run you through the camera and lenses that I'll be using today. So first I have my Sony a7 III, my best friend, my partner in crime. Wow, I'm so lame. Okay, with my 50mm macro lens, and then I've got just the kit lens that came with my Sony, which is the 28-70. And in case you're wondering why that was such an unflattering angle, it's because this is what we're working with. All right, so here we have our first shot set up. As always, I have a light down here to throw a little gradient on the backdrop, but in this first shot, we're actually not gonna see the backdrop anyway. And in this shot, I'm actually going to be using this slider, which I just bought. I've only used it once before, so we're gonna see how it works. So my idea for the first shot of the video is to have some movement from the prongs of the fork to the base of the fork, and I'm gonna be using my macro lens to get some extreme close-up footage of this slider movement. So I do actually really like the slider footage, but I'm gonna try one more technique just in case, just to have a little variety. Instead of moving the camera on the slider, I'm just gonna be moving the fork on the acrylic surface itself. So as you can see, I've taken the slider off, and I've actually also decided to shoot in vertical mode instead, because I wanna make this kind of like an Instagram format. All right, next, for the second shot, I kinda wanna make it look like the fork is spinning. But that's gonna be hard because gravity. So I've attached the fork. So I've got my fork here and it's attached to this turntable with some white tack. So what I'm gonna do, see already it's falling. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin this and hopefully then edit out the turntable and the little bit of white tack in After Effects. All right, moving right along. So for my third shot, which I've just set up, I want to try to do 3 forks coming onto the screen, 1, 2, 3, in time with the music. However, I actually only have one of these gold forks. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take 3 separate shots at the same fork and then edit them all together to make it look like it's one clip. It could work, it could also not work. We're gonna find out. So that shot is done. As you can see, I marked where the fork was before so that I didn't overlap at all, so that I could cut here in the frame, and all 3 forks will show up in the same clip. Okay, so here we are in my kitchen for the cooking portion of this video. And if you think I'm joking, I ask you, what do we do with forks? We eat. What do we eat? Food. Also, it's lunchtime and I'm kind of hungry, so this is dual purpose. So I'm gonna be making 3 different dishes that I think will look good in this bowl. I bought this bowl at Sainsbury's for £3 to make this video with. What a bargain, am I right? So I'm making 3 different dishes that I think will look good in here, also that you can eat with a fork, that's crucial, and then we're gonna film some shots with them. gonna follow the fork down as you stab the fruit. This way, down a little bit.
Which fruit am I stabbing?
That's pretty good.
I do the weirdest shit for you, man.
I need to make this better. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. That was so good! Alright, it's time for the final shot of the day, which is actually going to be a stop motion animation sequence. And I actually was inspired to do this by my dad's animation reel from the 80s. He did this commercial where he was chasing a SpaghettiO with a fork, I believe, or a spoon, and kind of chasing it around a plate, and I thought that was kind of cool. So I thought, why not pay homage to a retro commercial and recreate that today? So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to animate a uncooked fusilli. It looks like this. It's actually bigger than the ones that I use for the normal bowl of pasta, but I wanted to do an uncooked one because I feel like trying to animate a cooked piece of pasta would be kind of disgusting and it would fall apart. So we're gonna go with this boy. So I'm going to attempt to animate this uncooked noodle being chased by the fork across the bowl, out of the bowl, onto the tabletop, across the tabletop. The way that we're gonna accomplish this is we're gonna take basically a ton of little video clips of the piece of pasta in each position that I want it to be in, and then edit it all together to make it look like it's moving on its own. All right, that's a wrap on the fork commercial. It's time to throw this all into editing and see if everything actually did go according to plan.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the fork commercial. I definitely think I want to make this a series because this was really fun and I feel like it really tested the bounds of my creativity. So if you have an idea for another object that I should do, another commercial that I should make, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe so that you can see all my future videos and potentially future episodes of this series. Alright, thanks so much again for watching. Keep on shooting and I'll see you next time. Bye!